Hey guys, what is up? Tabs McCaffrey here from the Urban Goddess Shop. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're new. I don't know if you saw the title, but this week we're going over 7 ways for you to make daily sales. And I know this is a goal for a lot of people, and it's actually pretty simple. And I'm just kind of breaking it down over 7 videos. And these are like 7 important things that I think would have a positive impact on your business. Obviously, these don't work for everyone, but I find these are what work for me and my business. Okay, if you're new here, make sure you tap subscribe and hit the little bell so you get all the notifications. Okay, I'm gonna jump into this one, and there's a little bit of math in here along with some of my key pillars as to how to do this, but the topic for today is listing consistently. Now, this means different things for different people. I know there are people that swear that you have to list daily. I personally don't, and my goal is more of a weekly goal. So because I also work and we travel quite a bit, I usually only have 2 days a week where I can list items. I have to know my numbers, and we're going to go over that later, but I have to know how many listings I have to put up to make the sales that I want for the week. Okay, but we're going to kind of go over my 4 pillars for listing consistently. The first one is I like to list in batches. I usually prep items, photograph items, list them, and inventory them all into batches. And this way I find that my brain can like stay focused on one thing, and I can work more efficiently and quickly doing that task. Once I'm done that batch, I will move on to the next batch. The second thing is that I like to keep everything close to me. So when I'm doing my listings, I'm going to show you a picture. This is kind of where I have my setup. I have my hook, I have my steamer close by, I have my inventory bags, my tape measure is around my neck. Everything that I need is close. And if I need to do any like lint removing or spot cleaning, all those kind of supplies, again, are within like 2 steps. Ideally, I want everything within 1 step around me. I am working in my dining room, doing the best that I can. I also like to list in categories. This is tip number 3 for listing consistently, is that I like to list all my jeans together, all my sweaters and tops together, jackets, shoes, things like that. My brain can focus on just one category, and then I can kind of keep the keywords and everything that I'm working on in that category. I find when I like jump around, it takes me a lot longer to think of my listings and the words that I want to use into them. I do usually put like a pretty decent paragraph. It's typically the same kind of wording, just different keywords. I find when I'm doing all the same, it's just a lot easier, especially with photographing. If I can do like all my flat lays together and all my hang things and all my shoes, because I have a little like shoe prop setup, it's just easier, quicker for me. And the last kind of pillar for listing consistently is using keyboard shortcuts. This just helps speed up the process of creating your listings. I use my measurements in keyboard shortcuts. I also use it for like bundle conversations, like things that I say often, I try and put into a keyboard shortcut. And that just helps speed up the process and helps you make those listings consistently and get the number that you have out. What I want to work on is let's reverse engineer. Like, do you know the amount of listings that you have to put up a week to make your sales goal or whatever your sales goal is? And we're going to go through that. Basically, we're going to go use your sell-through rate and figure out how to do that, and then how to calculate the amount of listings that you have to put up using the sell-through rate that you currently have in your closet to make the amount of sales that you want to make. Okay, I'm gonna have to rely on my notes here. I'm gonna be looking down a little. If you have a sell-through rate of 100%, you could list 10 items a week and you would make daily sales, right? You would sell all 10 items. That's unrealistic for most of us. I think you should be aiming definitely for a sell-through rate of over 65%, and I usually calculate this over a month, but we're gonna kind of do the math. Let's figure out your listing goal using your sell-through rate. Grab a pen and paper, we're going to do this together. Here's the definition. Sell-through rate measures the amount of inventory that is sold within a given period relative to the amount of inventory that you have listed. And we're going to go through this. So for example, if you had a sell-through rate of 50%, that would mean that 50% of your items sell within the time period that you have listed. Now, this isn't a great goal because that means that you're only going to sell half the items, and you're going to have to keep listing, and your inventory is going to grow to this crazy number of items that just aren't moving. I would say your ideal sell-through rate should probably be like 65% and up. And I would say I'm definitely shooting for like 75. and up. We're going to calculate this based on a month, and what you're going to do is you're going to take the number of items that you have sold and you're going to divide them by the number of items that you listed in that month. Once you have that number, you're going to multiply it by 100. For example, if you sold 46 items last month and you listed 62 items, I would take 46 divided by 62 and multiply that by 100. That would give me a sell-through rate of 74%. I'm also going to pop the formula down in the description if you want to kind of see it to help you figure this out. Now let's say that I want to sell 55 items a month. So I'm currently selling 46, but I want to sell a few more items. How many items would I have to list to make these sales using my current sell-through rate? I know this is like just math class, high school math, but we are going to break it down. So first we're going to use the difference. I want you to take 100 and subtract whatever your sell-through rate is. In this example, we calculated the sell-through rate was 74. So I'm going to take 100 minus 74, and that's going to give me 26. Now I'm going to take my goal sales, which is 55 sales is what I want to, improve to, and I'm going to multiply it by 1.26. So whatever the difference is, say yours was like 75%, your difference would be 25. Say your sell-through rate is 80%, your difference would be 2, and you would do 1.20. Once you have that number, I take 55 and I'm going to multiply it by 1.26, and this means that I have to list 69 items using my sell-through rate. Now, a lot of people have kind of a general idea, but if you want to grow and you want to be precise and you're using your current business model, this is a great way for you to have like an idea of where you need to be. Then what I would do is once I have my 69 items that I have to list to make those 55 sales, I'm just going to divide it by 4 for the 4 weeks in the month. And that means that I have to list 17 items a week to be able to hit that goal. So if you're trying to grow in 2022, I would really suggest that you figure out, what you did last month, or last month's kind of a bad example because it was like the month of December, but maybe you use the month of November, and where do you want to be going forward now? When I broke that down, basically it was 17 items a week, and then you would just divide that by however many days that you commit to your business to listing. So that's kind of the math part. If you have any questions, pop them down below. I'd be happy to help you. The big takeaway from today is listing consistently, whatever that means for you, but you have to put new listings into your business for you to sell items. Now, sometimes you can sell items without listing a bunch of stuff. I haven't listed anything in like 3 weeks, but I've had like a crazy amount of sales this week. We're going to cover it later, but again, obviously having a high sell-through rate helps for me, and listing items that people are looking for. But today, we're just covering listing consistently, and I hope this helps you set the goal for how many listings you need to list a week to reach your business goals. Okay, guys, I am out of here. I hope this helps you. Make sure you drop down in the description so you can catch all the other videos. There's going to be 7 videos, 7 days, how to make daily sales. If this helps you and you're going to be applying this into your business, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Let me know that this is the kind of content that helps you in your business, because ideally that's kind of what I want from a YouTube channel, is just to help other resellers grow. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.